Number 5 is not...
Alright, you got itchy underarms? I got them. It's alright, I got them.
Yabba, 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 yabba. Look.
Yeah.
Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. I'm Kiara and today I'm going to be talking about 10 things I wish I knew about labour. I've previously done 10 things I wish I knew about pregnancy. So maybe go watch that before you watch this one or after this one. And so this might not apply to everyone, but these are my 10 things I wish I knew. Number 1 is your birth plan doesn't always go to plan. I didn't necessarily have like a birth plan written on paper, but I had a pretty good idea of what I wanted. I got induced, so that meant I could not have a water birth, which is what I really wanted. So that didn't go to plan, and everything that I had planned from then on was kind of out the window. So it doesn't always go to plan, but that's okay. You just kind of have to work around it. Number 2 is vomiting. I didn't think I would vomit from the pain of the contractions during my labor, but I did. I only vomited once, and from then on I got some medication. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to vomit or feel actually sick from the contractions. I just thought that they would be very painful, but they do make you feel sick. Number 3 is all modesty is lost. I did hear when I was pregnant that, you know, when you're in labor that you didn't care if you were naked or whatever, but I thought that I would care. I was very self-conscious kind of my body, of down there, of up here. Everything was changing. So I thought that I would definitely be covered up, but turns out I did not care at all. I was naked from bottom down, but I did have a bra on. Yeah, so all modesty is lost, and you just don't end up going. Yeah, modesty.
Google.
Define modesty. Yeah, I walked around the hospital room naked and gave birth naked. You just end up really not caring at all. You just get so hot, you need everything off. Before is how they put like gel little heat packs on your bum hole, like perineum area, to help prevent tearing. They told me they were doing it apparently, but I wasn't listening because I was in full-blown labor trying to push a baby out. So yeah, as soon as I felt that weird tingly warm feeling on that area, I freaked out and I turned around and I said, what are they doing? It felt like they were pouring warm liquid like down my back all the way down.
Everything.
It was the weirdest feeling. I wish I had paid attention to when she was telling me that she was going to do that. Number 5 is I wish I knew, maybe I don't wish, but what pushing was going to be like, what it felt like. The way I would describe it is if you have nails on your hands, like those big nails that you screw into things, and you were trying to just open my whole body from down there. That is how I would describe a head coming out.
That head.
Yeah, that head. That is how I would describe it. There's no way I'm going to sugarcoat it. I know that would scare people or make them feel uncomfortable or wish they hadn't heard that, but that is how it felt for me. I didn't have like pain relief. Well, I had the morphine shot, but that didn't work. It just made me sleepy. I didn't know it did that. Number 6 is the different positions there are to give birth. I just thought when the time came, I would get in that position that you always see in movies and just push. Instead, when it was time to push and they asked which position I wanted to push in, we had to spend a good couple minutes going through all the positions, and then I got in the one that I wanted to push in. Number 7 is possible tearing and stitches. I did know about the tearing, I just didn't know about so much how the stitches, how that kind of works. I tore the inside of my perineum, so it was on the way to tearing on the outside, but luckily she came out just in time before it did tear. So they still had to stitch up the inside of that area. It also took about 10 to 15 minutes for them to stitch everything up. So, and you also feel really vulnerable after you've just given birth, and 2 male doctors have to stitch you up down there. So, number 8 is, and this won't apply for everyone or probably even the majority of people who do give birth, but I was under the impression that once the head comes out, that the rest of the body would just slide out. But turns out once the head comes out, you actually have to keep pushing for the rest of the body to come out. The midwives got their hands in there, wheeled her shoulders around. So for my next contraction, Brooklyn's shoulders kind of just popped out and then she slid out. But I really thought that the whole body would come out once the head did. So what I'm trying to say is, I wish I educated myself a little bit more about childbirth. Anyway. Number 9 is that you still have contractions even after you give birth to your baby and your placenta. I felt one coming on when I was breastfeeding Brooklyn, and I was having slight flashbacks to her birth. I talked to the midwife and she said, yeah, that's completely normal. It mostly happens like when you start breastfeeding almost immediately after birth. So that wasn't amazing to hear, because I thought I was forever done with those until, you know, you have your next child. But apparently not. By the head. Oh, good girl. Good girl. Very kind. She wants to show you guys her dolly. Well, her dolly that is lent to her, kind of. Number 10 is the type of poo that your baby does after birth or sometimes even during birth. Brooklyn, this isn't something that actually happened during my labor, but immediately after, when she was on my chest, she decided to do a really big, nice, tar-like poo. I didn't even actually notice it until Ryan pointed it out to me and the midwives cleaned it up, but it really did feel like tar. I just wouldn't imagine that coming out of a baby. But it did, and it happened on my chest. Well, that is all I have for you guys today on 10 things I wish I knew about labor. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we will see you guys next time. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bye-bye.
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 Bye-bye. Bye-bye.